So I've got this therapist, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, I know her.
for the past like 5-6 weeks,
Yeah.
she'll bring up the fact that she has a patient that she claims to be perfect for me.
Oh, this is weird. That's so. No, is that right?
Yeah, I don't know.
How is your therapist? $10? That is so inappropriate. You can't. She's playing matchmaker with her patients.
No, listen to this. Every week she's like, but I can't give the information because of client privileges. But she's like, she's tall, she's very attractive, she's funny, she's got the same sense of humor as you. And I'm like, whatever, right? I'm like, why are we even talking about it if you can't give me the details or you can't give her the details, right? Like, why do you keep bringing this up? Is this a test? Is this like an exercise that you go through with all of your patients to see like what kind of guy they are? So
You freak out.
yeah,
Freaking out.
I exit off.
You're just like, wait, is this not live?
It's virtual. No, we do it over AIM.
Oh, wait, not a chat box.
No, it's not a chat box. It's a virtual.
Doc, here's the
No,
problem.
we talk online.
That's still bizarre, though.
But we see each other's faces.
Yeah, I know how it works, but you got it. You don't.
I know.
You don't get an in-person. You're just doing an over.
I did it during. I started during.
I think it's
COVID.
helpful.
I started during COVID. There's no other option.
Yeah, you can't go in person. No wonder why she's
in upstate New York.
Okay, that's why she's matchmaking. She's an online. She's one of these.
What, you think she sucks?
She's a digitherapist. That's what she's one of these.
You don't think she's good?
No, I have no idea. I'm just fucking around. And it's good that you go. So don't let me. Let me dissuade your.
I actually don't think I need therapy because oftentimes I'll go through the whole thought process. She'll be like, "Well, tell me about this."
I think
and then
No, I'm messing around.
I know how to like.
Everyone out there, go to therapy, even if it's digital. Okay, it's the most important thing. So what?
So I'm like, finally, a couple weeks ago, I'm like, why don't you do that? If you keep bringing it up,
is it finally?
You can't give her name. You can't give my name. Why don't you tell her? Say, hey, you should go.
What's the way around this?
I go, why don't you tell her, hey, you should go to this comedy show, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, baby shower on Tuesday, all this stuff.
Oh, because the other person's in New York?
Yeah, the other person's in New York.
You probably shouldn't know that information either, right?
I just assume. I'm assuming that my therapist isn't doing matchmaker with some chick in California. So she goes, I might do, so like she starts thinking, So Tuesday comes around, and I get a text message from Dylan Palladino. Do you know Dylan Palladino?
Yeah.
He's a tall comedian.
Yeah.
He he messages me. He goes, hey, this chick messaged me on Instagram saying that our therapist was trying to hook us up. What? But I don't have I don't have a therapist, so that wasn't my therapist. She goes, is she talking about you? And
I'm confused.
And I don't even
Samaha's loving it.
I don't even put two and two together. So I go, what? And he goes, the therapist, and he says the name of my therapist. And I'm like, oh, this is the girl that my therapist has been trying to set me up with. She thought that Dylan Palladino was the tall comedian that she was trying to hook up with. And just Dylan Palladino is a very attractive guy, right? He's like a male model.
Yeah. And
he's jacked, he's hairy.
He takes his shirt off on the girls.
He takes shirts off.
Stage.
He's got like
Stage.
This guy has chest hair everywhere, dude. It is everywhere.
That's the best moment of the podcast ever. He's jacked. He's hairy.
Yeah, those are two important things.
And stop.
Nothing else redeeming.
Yeah. He's tall. He's got a sweet body. Quiet, but good body.
Great body.
Great.
He's a male model. I don't know what else to say.
Great body, though.
He's been hired for his physical features.
That's one of my favorite bits, though. Whenever you talk about a guy, just go, yeah, I know him. Quiet, good body. Good body. Wait, but let me ask real quick.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah. Ask away.
Because I'm confused. Do you think that, so when the therapist said the comedy show, you think she went, oh, Palladino? That's what you're saying?
I don't know how she came up with Palladino. I think she maybe
Yeah.
was like tall comedians, and then looked at maybe past lineups, and Dylan Palladino was on, and he's tall. Maybe
Right.
Dylan has a clip on Instagram that says that he's tall.
She must frequent shows too, so she must have seen.
Maybe she goes to comedy shows. I don't know.
Yeah. And maybe the therapist said it was a tall comedian. That's what.
No, she definitely said, he's
Okay.
tall.
Got it.
He does comedy,
Got it.
all this stuff, and she thought it was Dylan Palladino, right?
That's so funny.
So Dylan Palladino messages me. He goes, "Is this you?" And I go, "Yeah." It was supposed to be towards me. And he goes, "All right, I'll send her your Instagram handle."
Oh my god!
Right?
What a guy!
Because this was over Instagram that this girl DM'd her.
Good thing he didn't swoop.
So so listen to this. He sends my Instagram handle to this girl.
Yeah.
No DM. How brutal is that? So this girl looks at Dylan Palladino. Oh, this guy's attractive, whatever, you know. Then he goes, "No, it's this guy." She opens up my profile. She's like, "Screw this loser. I'm not hitting him up." So now my therapist just caused more issues. Now I got self-esteem issues. I'm like, I need to shave my head. I need to get some chest hair on. I need to work out.
Who pays for those sessions?
Yeah. I brought it up to my therapist. I go, "I got a story for you." And her face got red. She goes, "Oh, God." And now I'm hitting up Dylan. I'm like, "Dylan." "Dylan, you piece of shit. You should have never messaged me." He goes, "No, you're beautiful, Tobin. You're a beautiful man. Don't worry about her. There are plenty of fish in the sea." Oh, that's a clip.
Oh, it's the funniest thing I've heard in a year.
That's why I wanted to say in the last 10 minutes. Didn't want to lose it.
Yeah, right on brand for our podcast. Let's bury it.
Well,
Where
hopefully
no
we
one will
get
see it.
Hopefully Patty Clips can do his. Hopefully Patty Clips can make his magic and make a nice little tight.
Yeah,
tight
because
clip.
there was no clip previously. We need that one. Holy shit, that's the
How wild
funniest.
is that?
Well, it's just so funny because it, like you said, now the therapy costs you your own more self-esteem.
Yeah.
So you're back at therapy like, hey,
Well,
man, you
well-
were supposed to be helping me.
Am I allowed to
Now-
talk about my therapy or no?
Yeah,
Like, is
yeah.
that against? Because
No.
she was saying
That's like half a stand-up comedy.
I told her the story, and then she was like, "Well, you don't know her what she's going
did
on.
you?
You know, she's like, you can't internalize that." You know, like she tried to backtrack. She goes, No. You don't know why she didn't DM you." I go, "I know perfectly well why she didn't DM me. She didn't find me attractive." It's not like she has to rework up the courage to DM me now. She already did the deed. It's not like she's shy. She fucking DM'd Dylan Palladino, that son of a bitch.
She tried to backtrack.
Yeah, her face got a little red
Oh.
too, and I was like, "I fucking don't worry." I go, "Don't worry about it."
I mean, that's pretty clear.
And then I brought
Right? Like she DMs one person and then
there's only one
and
common
then-
denominator. Everything else is common except physical appearance. Everything else, we do stand up, we're tall, we're in therapy, hypothetically. We do comedy, we're in New York. Everything else is the same,
Yeah.
except for the physical features.
And she had the chutzpah to DM Dylan at first.
Yes.
So she is being proactive about it.
Yeah.
So that vanished. It's not like you could say, oh, well, maybe she didn't want to DM me.
Here's-
She DM'd Dylan.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. But then after
That's what I'm thinking.
after
And now,
days and days of ruminating on it, I have one scenario where it removes. There's one scenario which helps me. There could be a scenario where she thinks, "Hey, Dylan shared the profile with Tobin. So now it's on Tobin to reach out to me if he wants to reach out to me."
Oh.
That's the only scenario where
Yeah.
she feels like she doesn't have to DM unless, you know.
Yeah, the only problem with that is if you get rebuffed there, now you're in
There's
a
no-
really
oh,
deep.
yeah,
you're in a
yeah.
really deep hole at therapy.
Yeah.
You know, the self-esteem is already.
Should I
been,
DM her? Should I DM her
It's already been knocked back.
and say, hey,
Let's
hey,
go.
we don't need to revisit the whole story. I know that you know that I know. All right, let's not backtrack here. Let's move forward. I go. I'm DMing you right now. And we all know the backstory here, miss.
I love how this is just started with you just frustrated because your therapist kept telling you this other
Yeah, it was going on for
person
weeks.
existed, and you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do about this? And that's what it led to.
Yeah. I'm going to say we don't need to revisit anything, but I've digested this in multiple formats over the past week. I've digested it with conversations with friends. I've talked to our therapist about it, and I've done it, and I've talked about on the Baby Shower podcast episode 99 if you want to tune in.
Yeah.